Hello, this is Dale, and this is my nightly video blog for Wednesday, November 11th. Well, we did get into just about everything we wanted to get in. We got into a bear call spread on the RUT, where we sold the 1230 call and bought the 1240 call. We got into a January 130 put on Nike, and then we got into a January 50 put on Verizon. We exited AAPL Apple with our December 100 call. So currently we have 4 positions that are open. PepsiCo's down a little bit. The RUT is looking very good. Nike's looking very good. Verizon's down a little bit. You can see our record, our past record, going all the way back to Qualcomm. Qualcomm, this is one of the trades where we got out just before earnings, and it dropped like a rock, but we got out of there with a 28% gain. Here's our Iron Condor for the month of November, and we made 115% on that, based on 10% or $1 worth of credit. That's 10% of the margin required for the Iron Condor. We were up 61% on Cisco, 72% on British Petroleum. We got out of Verizon up 21%, and we've reversed that now, and now we're into a put. We were into a call before, and we've reversed that. Apple we got out of today, and BP we're back into a call on BP. We got into a call on BP after it pulled back a little bit, and then we exited that. So in all total we got 72% here, and then another 17% on top. For today's action, I want to look at one of the ETFs, and one of the ETFs we look at is TLT. And I want to look out about 23 days to the first week in December. That's what December parentheses 1 designate. It's a weekly option. And I want to look at buying a 118 call. I think TLT is way oversold, and I think a correction is due. So that's what I'm thinking excuse me, for tomorrow. But I want to make sure that TLT is going up. If TLT is not going up, we don't want to take this trade. But if it is going up, we do. Let's take a look at TLT. You can see that the more longer term chart, the 3-month daily, it's come down here, and if we look at the Fibonacci's, remember, are drawn from the high to a low, to a lower high, and then once you have a lower low, you have a measured move in the down direction. And this came down to the 161.8. It also has touched the -2 on the regression channel. I think this is way oversold. So I'm looking for a little bit of a rebound on TLT off of the support here. If you look over here, it actually has made a small measured move, kind of pulled back today, and that's why I'm saying let's make sure that TLT is moving in the upward direction tomorrow before we go ahead and get that first week in December 118 call. Let's take a look at our theta trade that we got into on the RUT, and that ended up just nicely, as this is actually where we opened today, and then it actually went a little bit higher, started dropping down around 10 o'clock. You could have gotten in with the bear call spread, selling the 1230 and buying the 1240 December call. And you can see that the RUT dropped steadily throughout the day, and that's a good way of getting in to our vertical spread on the RUT. And then taking a look at our directionals, we did jump out of Apple. Apple actually opened up right here and then was a little bit higher. We got out, and then it dropped a little bit. So we're in good shape. Now, Apple has given a ready set, so we might be looking to get into Apple tomorrow. We'll talk more about that tomorrow night. We got into Nike. We got into Nike when it opened up right around here, right around 10 o'clock we got in, and it steadily dropped all day long. So that was a nice move on Nike. I also got into Verizon. Even though it was up a little bit, it was down one portion of the day. I did get into Verizon buying the January 50 put. We still continue to hold PepsiCo, although PepsiCo has kind of had a little bit of a rebound. It is down below the ribbon, the 5 and the 8 and the 13. They're still, the 5 and the 8 are still below the 13. And as long as it stays that way, I'm going to hold on to this PepsiCo put, because I think we were overbought, and it is starting to come down here a little bit, and we show a lot of weakness here in PepsiCo. And it's okay if you have a couple up days like that, as long as it doesn't penetrate this ribbon, and sometimes it'll come up here and then kick down, and we're in good shape. So we're going to hold on to that PepsiCo put at this point in time. Okay, so remember, what we want to do is we want to watch TLT tomorrow, and if TLT shows a little bit of strength, we want to go ahead and get into TLT as it's bouncing off this bottom portion, and we're looking for it to rise. Only if TLT is moving up. If it's moving down, let's stay away from it, and we'll try to get in on another day. And that's my blog for tonight. Come on back tomorrow night. Bye-bye now.